Cut. Cut. Am I live? No. Well, okay.
Just go.
Hello, everyone. I am Dr. Alanubia, here with the Buy, Fix Up, Rebuild the Block campaign. Today, we're going to talk about Economics 101, land, labor, capital, and entrepreneurship as it relates to Juneteenth. I'm here with BJ and Kenlon. First, let's look at Real Estate Development 101. Location, location, location. Kenlon, why is location so important in real estate development?
Location is one of the most significant factors affecting the real estate's value. The location creates desirability. Desirability creates demand, and demand raises real estate values.
Excellent. Our mission 1, bank land, buy and retain land inventory. Fundamentally, this has to do with supply and demand differences when comparing different neighborhoods, different business districts, or different regions. Supply and demand is king. BJ, talk to me about other location factors.
Nearby attractions, scenic views, and schools are all factors that can drive up the value of a location. On the other hand, crime rates, hazardous conditions, and nearby commercial or industrial properties can drive values down. How are you going to get somewhere if you don't know where you're going? The land represents the location or destination for us to begin our journey, purposed to buy, fix up, and rebuild our blocks currently being eroded and by gentrification on one hand and the silver tsunami on the other.
Land is defined by the part of the Earth's surface that is covered by water as opposed to the sea or the air.
So let me ask the audience a few questions. What is your land plan? Why is location important to your land acquisition or development plans? Who benefits and plays an instrumental role in land development planning and community revitalization? Let's take a look at our original block video. BJ, where is the $100 million Opportunity Zone funding coming from?
The money comes from opportunity zones, community investors like you and I, and private equity funds. Kindlin, where does the opportunity zone money stem from, and why are they giving out this money?
Donald Trump is the president responsible for putting these opportunity zones in the black communities, which granted the said communities with the money to rebuild.
BJ, what is economic development?
Economic development is an investment in growing your economy and enhancing the prosperity and quality of life for all residents. Kindlen, what resources does
Kindlen, what resources does the buy, fix up, rebuild the block need to actually have to buy, fix up, and rebuild the block?
The resources that they need to have are inheritors, land and building owners, realtors and surveyors, accountants, attorneys, architects, engineers, bankers and investors, and also tradesmen like KMT heating and air conditioning. Public service resources like schools, emergency responder, and tax managers.
Clean.
Sponsor. Roll the video, people.
Purified air inside your home gives you a whole new level of comfort. The first step towards cleaning your home's air is knowing what's hiding in it. Studies show that higher ventilation rates have a direct impact on reducing the spread of microbes. KMT Heating and Air Conditioning offers air purifiers and whole house air filters.
Clean air? Schedule your appointment today.
919-274-7224.
Now let's look at labor and workforce defined. BJ, what's labor?
Labor is the services performed by workers for wages and distinguished from those rendered by entrepreneurs for profits.
Kindlen, what's the workforce?
The workforce represents people engaged in a
specific activity. In a specific activity or enterprise.
Thank you.
Keep going.
Let's take a look at this video featuring the NC 100.
Roll video 2. What happens is that the block sees the benefit of the NC 100, and what we said is, how can we work with TooMuchTV? How can we work with KMT Heating and Air Conditioning? How can we work with Pro Consulting? You know, how can we work with Larry Price Artistic Design? You know, and how can we come up, you know, with the NC 100, and then we form a collaborative, such that the cash flow is sustainable. We offer value to the community. That's right. And then through you, we reach out to what's the sister's name?
This is the Last Don's organization.
The Last Don's organization, and we say, based on these successes that we had, we want to take what we've already proven to be a model, give it to you as a seed,
to your ministry, yes.
and then you sow the seed that we already know what the type of fruit that the seed is going to yield.
Exactly.
You know?
Perfect marriage, love it.
And that's our game plan.
Dr. Alanubia, would you please enlighten me in telling me what is the Imagine That fundraising campaign?
Well, thank you very much, Kindlen, for asking that question. The Imagine That campaign is a fundraising curriculum coming out of the mind of Miss Tamisha Thomas and TMT Youth Community Foundation. And working in this collaboration, we come up with a campaign supporting the Buy, Fix Up, and Rebuild the Block. The Imagine That campaign is focused on challenging youth to imagine what they want their communities to look like, and then take an inventory of the things that they would like to see fixed up in their communities as we look to buy, fix up, and rebuild their block. So the Imagine That campaign is just that. Imagine what we want our communities to look like. BJ, can you tell us, what is a collaborative?
A collaborative is a joint venture that is produced or conducted by two or more parties working together. This video features Meryl Holloway, the executive director of NC 100, an organization that urges stakeholders in the community to make investments in helping underserved and underbanked people secure resources, supporting multiple pathways to financial success.
Roll the video. Oh, Kindlen, can you share with us what's equitable interest?
Equitable interest is a title that indicates a beneficial interest in property and that gives the holder the right to acquire from formal legal title. BJ, can you please tell me, what is capital?
Capital is the wealth in the form of money or other assets owned by a person or organization. Also, available equity contributed for a particular purpose, such as starting a company or investing in real estate.
Kenlon, what is entrepreneurship and who is an entrepreneur really?
Entrepreneurship is the activity of setting up a business or a business taking on financial risk in the hope of a profit.
Well, it turns out that there are also 4 distinct types of entrepreneurial organizations: small businesses, scalable startups, large companies, and social entrepreneurs. They are all engaged in entrepreneurship. Now, roll the next commercial from our sponsor, Network Commerce Association.
Would you like to increase your performance in distribution and sales and marketing, in research, development, and manufacturing, and in business functions such as finance, human resources, procurement, and supply chain while leveraging technology? Or maybe you and your business need financial services. We can analyze your financials, grow your business through alliances, co-ops, mergers, or acquisitions, and we can plan your exit strategies by selling, liquidating, or implementing options such as worker cooperatives. Or maybe you just have insurance needs, life, health, disability, property and casualty, bond services, risk management services, and annuities. Network Commerce Association. Transform vision to equity.
So BJ, tell us about Juneteenth and why it's pertinent today.
On June 19th, 1865, Union Army General Gordon Granger arrived in Texas to spread the news that the Civil War ended, along with Still. Here is our salute to Juneteenth becoming a national holiday. Roll the Juneteenth video.
This June, against the backdrop of weeks of protests ignited over George Floyd's murder and the killing of other African Americans, Juneteenth has taken on even greater significance in commemorating the end of slavery, uniting Americans and the world in honor of Black lives and celebrating racial unity.
Silence is compliance. White silence is compliance. White silence is violence. White silence is violence.
The Raleigh-Rural Partnership is a leadership effort, whereas in Raleigh that serves as the center for the state capital, creates relationships with rural communities to create a mutual win. A win for the rural community and a win for Raleigh. We are experiencing a perfect storm here, not only in the state of North Carolina, in the United States, but also across the globe.
Juneteenth, also known as Freedom Day, Jubilee Day, or the Black 4th of July, is an American holiday that commemorates June 19th, 1865, when Union Army General Gordon Granger arrived in Texas to spread the news that the American Civil War had ended and slavery along with it. Over 155 years later, George Floyd, 46, was arrested and killed while in police custody on Memorial Day, May 25, 2020. Floyd, a black man, was arrested outside of a convenience store in Minneapolis and accused of using counterfeit money to purchase cigarettes, according to the police.
Well, I have to give a big salute to the leadership there in Rockingham County, because the camaraderie that I witnessed coming from Raleigh, coming to Rockingham County, it was more like a family atmosphere. And that atmosphere had some diversity in it, but I saw some young people, I saw some older people who were gathered together to not only address the celebration of Juneteenth, which is the emancipation 6 months or so later after President Lincoln signed the bill for it to arrive there in Texas, but also to celebrate where it is that we are now and where we're going in terms of a populace, and being able to focus not so much on the problems that we faced in the past, but more so the solutions that we need to overcome the challenges that beset us.
The community to come together, because that is the biggest thing that I think that's going to need to take place in order to see the changes that we want to see in our communities. So we first must organize, and then we can devise our plan.
During the arrest, Chauvin, a 44-year-old white police officer, dug his knee into the back of Floyd's neck. Floyd repeatedly called out, "I can't breathe," before he lost consciousness, according to a criminal complaint. Floyd was taken to the hospital where he was later pronounced dead. The arrest was captured on a citizen's cell phone. That video was posted on Facebook and went viral, sparking national and international protests demanding police reform.
What's the purpose today?
Well, we have some young adults who have organized today's unity demonstration. They are here to really speak, police maybe in the criminal justice system. They want to speak some about police and community relationships. They want to talk a little bit about any issues of police brutality, not here in Reedsville, but the things that they have seen across our country. So it's just an event where organizers are given the opportunity for citizens to speak the issues that they see that's going on, not just in Reedsville, but more as a society here in the U.S.
We'd like to take this time to thank TMT Youth Community Foundation, teaching tomorrow's leaders today. We invite you to visit their website, like the Facebook page at www.tmtyouthcommunityfoundation.com. That's www.tmtyouthcommunityfoundation.com. Also, thank our sponsors, KMT Heating and Air Conditioning. KMT Heating and Air Conditioning. When you're thinking about indoor air quality or changing out your new unit, please contact KMT Heating and Air Conditioning at 919-274-7224. 919-274-7224. And lastly, TooMuchTV. Who said Hollywood had to be in California? I am Dr. Alanubia with BJ and Tayana, representing Network Commerce Association, the Block Campaign, where our mission is to buy, fix up, and rebuild the blocks in our communities. So long. Happy Father's Day to the fathers. And we'll see you next time.